Because I done messed around and kept a 5-leaf plant alive for 4 weeks, I think I'm a whole gardener now. So come along with me as I plant these herbs in my very first mason jar garden. I had a whole COVID garden at one time, y'all. It was complete with squash, zucchini, tomatoes. I did have some herbs. What else was in there? I I think some peppers, 2 or 3 different kind of peppers, and it was going good, y'all. I was going out there every day. The leaves came up pretty. The flowers came out. They were pollinated. I think. Oh, and okra. I had okra too, and they started budding, y'all. But I don't know what happened. Just all of a sudden, everything died. I think I got one squash, one zucchini, 2 okra, um, maybe a pepper or two, but after that, everything just died. So I was crushed. So here I am, some years later. I decided I wanted to try again really small with some things that I could just grow inside the house. And these herbs are ones that I buy pretty often. The only one that I don't really buy is the oregano. Now, I do use dried oregano when I'm seasoning certain things, especially like Italian style dishes. I do buy dried oregano. So I figure if I do not use um, the fresh oregano, granted they all grow, I will dehydrate them and then just chop them up and replenish my dried spices jar. So here, if you saw at the beginning, I have chives, I have cilantro, I have um, parsley, I have oregano, and basil. Okay, I love, love, love the smell of basil. So I found this idea on Pinterest, I believe. And here I am, just trying to get my home garden going. And I was supposed to do this maybe about 3 weeks ago, but I've been traveling a lot, y'all. I've been tired. My goal was to do this outside in the nice, pretty sun. But the day got away from me today. And I just decided, you know what? I'm not going to let another day go by. I'm just going to have to do this in my kitchen. And after all these, the plan for these will be to grow them inside and nourish them inside. Um, I do have a spot you'll see a little bit later where I will, let them get some sunlight from time to time. So I am going to speed this up, and you can see how I put these together. Yeah, I don't know why it was so difficult to pour this dirt. It definitely wasn't as easy as it looked. The dirt wasn't dry, but it wasn't super wet either, and it just wasn't flowing out. It wasn't pouring or flowing like I'm used to potted soil or topsoil dirt pouring out. But I made it through, and we're getting through this project, y'all. So real quick, y'all, I bought all of these items from Amazon, and I will leave the links in the description in case anyone is interested in purchasing them. You can purchase from my link, and of course, I will get a commission if you do so. Now, what I will also say is these mason jars, they came in a box of 12, and I'm only using 5 of them. And I'm going to use the others to make my mason jar salads that I like to make for lunch. I had already had 6 of them before, but some of them mysteriously disappeared. So this gave me the opportunity to get a couple uses out of this box of 12. They came with that little washi sponge, and then also they came with some Rafa, I think is what it's called, and some cute labels. So here I am marking or writing the names of the herbs on the labels so that I can label the jars. Yeah, the seeds, all these seeds were really, really small. Um, One of them, I can't remember which one, they did have seeds that were kind of about the size of like peppercorns, maybe a little bit smaller, but everything else was teeny tiny. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to plant these? Because I'm, you know, in the mason jar, I think you were only supposed to plant like 2 or 3. You don't have a whole lot of space for these things to grow, but it was kind of impossible to do that. And then one of them, and I'll show you, it came in this little baggie, and they were teeny, teeny tiny, even smaller than the other ones. So it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to track my process or track the progress. I'm gonna try to do day by day, but if not, I'll have some type of accurate accounting on how these are doing. When I see the first bud, and then my progress along the way. So we'll see. At this point, I am not even sure if my seeds are covered because every time I put water in, that dirt just shrunk up so much. So that's why you see me after I put the dirt on top of the seeds. When I put water in it, they shrink down so much. And these seeds are so tiny, I can't even see whether they're covered or not. So that's the reason why you see me putting extra dirt on top. But anyway, y'all, we're going to see how this goes. It's an experiment for sure. And I'm looking forward to buying less herbs. And now I am going to start the process of labeling each jar so that I know what's in them. I do believe, after they start growing, of course, I will be able to identify. Yeah, I think I can identify everything. I've never grown oregano, so if I had to identify that, it would more so be from a process of elimination and identifying everything else. That's my handsome, handsome son, always trying to be in my camera. And he does have a YouTube channel as well. It's a gaming channel mostly. And I'll drop his handle on the screen in case you have a gaming child who likes to connect. This is the finished product. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated in how my herb garden grows. Now here's a little post credit action where I am putting the herb garden in its new home. So y'all, I don't have any place in my house that gets direct sunlight. So this is going to be the best place for these. And what I plan to do is just move this part over to the window um, for it to get some sunlight. And so these are flowers, not really flowers, but plants and herbs that I bought as a fundraiser from my job. And as you can see, I've had them too long. I really need to plant them. So I'm just kind of pruning off the dead pieces. But I've done enough gardening stuff for the last 2 days, so I'll have to get these on another day.